Hey guys, this is a gameplay video for Minesweeper in Doom. I beat Minesweeper in Doom. You might remember it from Windows 95. It was a 2D solitaire, or like one of those games like Solitaire that came with Windows. I've made a 3D version of it, and this is a walkthrough and just to show you the different things. So you'll see on the wall there's the smaller icons and larger icons, the greenish ones with the face with the demonic faces. Those are the type of monsters they can spawn. That one is for the biggest ones. So that's what you're aiming for. See that rune and see that exit. And so okay, set movement speed because you're playing on this grid of mines, and you don't want to overrun on. You don't want to overshoot any of the boxes. So I've the default speed is 66%. Feels a bit slow, but when you're on the grid, this is after playing. This is after trial and error. So you can set your own movement speed depending on how you want to play. But I just found 100% leads you to overrun often. So these are the specific hints for playing Minesweeper in Doom. So these indicators are, just a clue for like where things are. So that's a mine over 3 spaces away and 3 or less spaces away. So when it's filled in, green boxes are safe, and it's also says it inside weapons in surrounding area. And this corpse happens to seem like it's pointing, so I use them to just suggest a path. And okay, yeah, so let's see. So this is the Minesweeper grid. And basically you can drop into any box, but you should start with the safe box. So if you've not played it before, what will happen is as you reveal a box, it'll have a number, and that number corresponds to how many mines are in the adjacent boxes. So this first safe box, it says 0, which means none of these adjacent boxes will have a mine. Also, the way the map is designed is the boxes will be you'll be able to go through them as you enter, but as you leave, the box becomes solid and you can't re-enter it anymore. So this is a way of like, because this is normally a top-down 2D game, so this is a way of like just improving gameplay whilst keeping it like that. You want to be able to see the zeros and the numbers, and you want to be able to play it like Minesweeper, but physically. So this is how I did it. So these boxes are safe. I'll just go to any one because they're safe. Now this one has a 1, which means one of these nearby boxes has a mine. But since that one is 0, I know it's not that one or not that one. So you just do this elimination to go through the map. Let's see if we can get towards that green square. So that's 0. So this is safe. This had a gun also. 0 meaning this is safe. Because if that had a mine, then this would say 1. That says 1 and that says 0. That means the mine is not in this box. In fact, it's not in that box either. So it's in one of those 3. So you see how as you play, you can reveal it. You can reveal it, and this is how you know which of the squares actually, or you eliminate which ones don't have the mine. So 0, this is safe. Now this says that there's a, oh yeah, I forgot to pick it, but I have a gun, the same gun anyway. So this is 3 or more spaces away, there's a mine. So that's not too helpful, but maybe as you get closer, they'll be shaded in. Anyway, this is 0, so we can be fairly, sorry. Like I said, not my maps don't always work perfectly, but it should be an encounter. Very strange, Oh, okay. It's so that you can. Okay, you can also walk in the map. For sure. It's tricky because you have to not be in the glass, but the monsters can be. So I can't actually hit them there, but can I shoot them? Ah, yeah, I can shoot them, but I can't go through this box. it means that at least 3 of the squares are safe. But which one? I think this has a mine. Actually, let's go on the green square. Because, I'm showing a gameplay video, so if I'm going to die a lot... Ah, my foot touched the box I was avoiding. I was trying to diagonal jump into the square, but yeah. So as you die, which you probably will, at least a few times, you'll spawn back in this top place, but as you go back to the map, now you can see which ones you've revealed. So I had to kill myself to go out because I died and forgot to press record to show you this part. So I killed myself by going into that which had 2 imps and I just let them kill me. So as you reveal the map and die, when you come back up here, then you can see as an overview. So I'll see which further places I can get to. Sometimes to punish you from running away, you can't enter a box. Like the other boxes you can, maybe at least from down, but see, that shotgun would be nice, but... And see, it's not even got the glass. Sometimes things don't work properly, but sometimes I also prevent... just make it harder. Or punish if you're not doing it right, quote per quote. Like, if you're trying to make it easy. So, okay, where's that arrow? So 1, 2... You see, it gets more difficult as you get towards the middle. One thing I'll tell you is that the exit is somewhere in the middle. But at the same time, it gets harder. So, we've gone from zeros and a few ones. Now these are twos. Oh, okay. Well, this is 2, but that's 1. So there's only 1 left. Fuck it. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is a weapon and another 2. Sorry to say, I have many secrets. Oh, that was a clue. That was a clue. Okay, I came across a clue, but I died. So I wasn't able to see the clue. Something about B5. I made this map a long time ago, so I won't remember beforehand. The clue was there somewhere. 2 monsters spawned and killed me, but it's those. See those? Ah, okay. So I put the... Now this will be difficult. Because I've spawned something. See that red box? That's where I died. But see the red icon on the floor? That's a more difficult monster. Or invader. See him? Yeah, to prevent you from going into the middle, you can only jump off into a certain area. That's why you can't really jump off like that. You just kind of teleport. It's to prevent you from going into... Ooh. Okay, now I have no weapons. And there's a tough one there. And he can shoot through the boxes. Okay. Okay. I have a shotgun. This map is difficult. Definitely. If you die and you have no weapons and there's something on the map like that, then... I think it's been killed. No, I hear it. Oh, there it is. I can't avoid it. Okay, I'll just fail at this map just so I can show you different things. His line of sight is... You can't look too far. Oh. I'll try and record other box. I'll try and record me going through this map and just put clips of it. It'll take me a while to get through the Hellraiser, which I can hear now. I see. So you always spawn in the safe box. Okay. Ah. It's okay to avoid. It's just, oh shit. One of these will have mine. Fuck. Oh, I need that button. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Oh, oh shit. Okay, I just have to run. What am I to do? Yes. You know, to avoid it being impossible, I think I made the health quite low. Oh yeah, plus these things will damage them too. So you can try and, like, he shouldn't have died that quickly. Okay, let's kill him. Let's kill him. Oh no. Oh, two of them. Yes. Oh, it was actually the Hellraiser killed me while I was being summoned. Ah, no. I forgot. You always spawn there. Oh, I need a weapon. Oh yeah. Oof. Oh no. Oh, he's okay. He's okay. But I need help. This is like he's got a shield and a gun and punching him. I can't really run through it. Too many demons spawn, and it's something you need to take your time with to play it properly. So this is how I made the map. All boxes start. Boxes are solid, but you meet them. So when you enter this area from the starting area, the boxes will be disabled, so you can go through them. This is how you spawn demons, for example. And so for example, when you enter this box, spawn a demon. This must be like a boss room. No, some of these are spare parts. Like this is a spare box. I've just put them outside on the, far from the map. But these are spare things. Like these are spare decals I can copy. Spare things. I've made them in the style of, like this is a box and you can apply the Doom textures, classic Doom textures to them. Again, I'm sorry that, I made this years ago and I can't remember everything. But okay. So see, these are the clues. So when you go into a clue box in the grid, then it'll play this camera. So the camera will activate, and there's the little cutscene. So here's a clue about B5. So it's so B. this is a clue that b5 is a nice piece, but it's surrounded by mines. So if you were in c5 or let's say d5, then you can be a bit wary about c5 as you approach b5, for example. So that's one clue, and then this is another similar clue. It just starts the camera, which will basically be this scene. So okay, so these are corpses which are missing arms and hands. So it's just a little joke. Can you give me a hand? There must be. It must. Maybe it'll give you a clue, or maybe it was just a joke. I like putting jokes and clues, jokes and secrets like that. Okay, yeah. This I'm using this grid room, which has its own doors. Some are not part of the gameplay, so I've just made a note of that. That's a power up. Quad damage. You remember that quad damage you remember from Quake, but it had its own icon. These are just different. Okay, let me show you some different functions. So this is to kill. I'm assuming kill 3, or let's see. So this means. Okay, so this box will spawn these demons, which are pinkies, which are like the you need to know Doom. It's just a type of monster. So it's a type of monster that spawns, and each time you kill one, it will add one count to this count. And on count reached, which I would have set to, I've set to 2. So once you kill 2 demons, it will delete this sarcophagus. So it must be that there's an item you need to get before the monsters are dead. These are this means that the cacodemon won't be visible initially, but when it's revealed, or when the conditions are met and it's revealed, that's where it'll spawn. So I use that instead of these spawners because to have them spawn in a specific place. So these are floating monsters. You can have them spawn above rather than in the boxes. So that's why it's like that. But you can't replace all of these triggers with them because there's a limit of 12 monsters at one time, which this game can exceed. So that's why I use these type of things normally. But then it has to be placed in a specific way. Same with these floating ones. What else can I show you? So this is the win box. This must be on exit. Oh. End win victory if. Okay, so when you pick up this container, it will then end the game in victory. So to win the game, okay, I see why. So you can't actually enter this box. It's just classic Doom had these exit doors, so I wanted to use that. But in fact, I'll tell you what happens. So I would have initially made this to be like some nice power up, this rune thing, which I give a clue about at the start. But you can't actually exit via this. So to exit the game, you just pick up this icon instead, which is next to it. So it's basically combining 2 things into one. This is how I show clues. So when there's a prompt that comes up when you're near him. When that happens, then yeah, this is the clue message. Met someone in peril. Was unable to save him, but he left this. That's the thing that comes up when you check your notifications, and that's when you get the shotgun. He drops a shotgun the first time you read this clue, but that's a one-time only thing. So that's just a type of hazard, So how did because this thing on the ground, it's just a decal. So you add a hazard to it. The decal is just so the barrel was the mine. So there's a camera to show you if some monsters spawn in this difficult area, it will show you on camera. So there's a few camera cutscenes like that, but mainly the camera is for things like clues and a bit of world awareness or just giving you awareness of this grid, because you can see it as an overview like this, but when you're actually playing the game, you can only be in a few blocks. You can only really see not that far. I mean, you can't really know what's happening there, so that's why the cameras are there.